Hello guys, hello everyone. I greet you and I welcome you to another insightful and another assignment to our Photoshop in Photoshop. So last week or last time we learned about how to design a brochure like this. Okay, something like this. Let me take you back to what we learned. Okay, so we learned how to design the cover page of something like what you see on your screen. So I showed you on how to design simple like this using the Alisa Hotel. Okay, now today we are going to look at how to design the brochure itself and also place it on a mock-up. All right, so let me take you to Photoshop. So this is what we did the last time. So in today's lesson we are going to look at how to design the brochure itself. I mean, the brochure is not something, it does not consist of a lot of things, only 3 people, okay, consisting about their profile and everything. All right, so without wasting my talking, let's start. So starting on this, I will quickly leave a link in the video description just for you to have access to all the resources, okay, the images, the mock-up, and also how to download or get the resources. All right, so I'm going to give you 2 mock-ups. Okay, we are going to use this one too, especially with this one. All right, so quick one. I'm going to make it simple. This is an A4. Okay, so when you open the mock-up, you will see this white thing being covered. So just come to this side and says that delete, so you can just delete it. All right, just delete it and you are free to go. All right, then you open the mock-up brochure. Okay, so you can see that we have 3 mock-ups. Okay, now these 3 things, you can see that they have clicked all the eye, so we don't need them. What we need is to come to this side. Okay, this one that I've selected, open the folder, and you are going to see these 3 things, these 3 thumbnail. Okay, 1 2 3. So the first one is for this one, the second one is for the middle, followed by the last one. So what you do is that just double click on the first one, the thumbnail over there, and your 3-fold brochure branding is going to open. This is already mock-up, so we are going to just start designing straight away. So first thing that we need to do is to add a solid color, because we are going to cover the whole sheet white. Make sure that the color is white, because if you take a look at this particular brochure, you could see that it is white. Then we have the blue at top where we have the name over there. Okay, so that is it. Then what we do next is to introduce our rulers. Okay, so you just have to bring our rulers to this side. Okay, I like it this way. You can just make it in between the 0 and then the 1. All right, so you can just, yes, and then you can bring this one to right here. Okay, so let's open it up so that we see. Okay, so something like this is quite okay for me. And then we are going to bring this one to here, which is quite beautiful. And then we bring this one to here. All right, then let's bring this one to down. So all you need to do is just take your time and then go through with it. Okay, good. So once you are done bringing our rulers, okay, if you think you are not satisfied with your ruler, you can just go around it. So what we do is to create that rectangle here. All right, good, that blue. So what we do is to go and select our rectangular to change the color. Pick this blue. Let me give you the color code. The color code is 264293. 264293. Okay, so you just have to copy, you select everything here. All right, or you just put in the color code there and you are good to go. All right, then let's draw it, but make sure that when you are drawing, it will take, yes, something like this. Beautiful. All right, good. Then what we are going to do next is to copy this same rectangle. All right, then we are going to bring it at the bottom. Okay, so let me go and select the rectangle and then position it. Okay, so this is going to be at the bottom, something like this. So let me take away the blue line or the ruler, okay, so that it will be this. All right, so I like it this way. All right, then what we are going to do again is to copy this again, and then we are going to create a rectangle here, and then something like this, and then we are going to change the solid color to white. All right, white, then we shift this one to this side. All right, so we are going to on the top one. Okay, so let's bring this one. All right, then the white one is going to be where we place our image. So let's go and bring the first image onto Photoshop. Okay, all right, so when you do that, let me show you. So this is going to be the first profile. So if you look at this particular image, you can see that the image is facing my right. Okay, so just follow the instruction and then you are good to go. Are you getting it? Good. Just follow the instruction and you are good to go. So once you place the image, you can see that the image is facing my left. Okay, so just resize it. After resizing it, double click and then flip horizontal so that it will face the right. Then you resize it and then make sure that you place it on top of the image, on top of the shape that you want to create a clip mask. Then you select the image, right click and create clipping mask. Something like this should be fine. Okay, let's resize it. Okay, so that it will be, we see the hand, something like this, which is quite beautiful. Okay, so we're going to get something like this, which is not bad. All right, then what next is for us to start typing. All right, good. So go and select your text tool, then make sure that it is white color. The font, as usual, is always make sure that when you are typing, you activate your character. I made mention of character. If your character is not there, make sure that you come to window and then look for character here if it is not there. Okay, so anything about Photoshop is here. Then the navigator, whatever that you need, they are all in the windows. Okay, so we are going to look out for a font called Montserrat. You can just type it and then it will come for you, Montserrat. And then with the Montserrat, we are going to pick black. Okay, Montserrat black. All right, then let's start typing. So let's check the name. You can see that the name is Dr. Olumide Oladapo. Okay, so let's check that. Dr. Olumide Oladapo. Okay, that is going to be. Then let's increase the font because it seems the font is too small. So let's pick something like 18. If it is too small, let me pick my move tool so that I can. Yes, I think this is quite okay. Then I'll copy this again, and this is going to be the surname, which is Emmanuel. Okay, all right, this is going to be the Emmanuel. So you take your time and then you type it there, Emmanuel. Very beautiful. Okay, so you can just leave it like this or bring it here, or you can bring it at the center. So let's you press on control whilst you select these two texts on the layer side, and then come to the alignment here and align everything. I really love aligning my work because alignment is also part of the principles of design. Okay, and then change the color to yellow. Let's pick, yes, something like this. It's not bad. FFCB18. FFCB18. You can just copy it so that you can use it somewhere. Good. Then this place is going to be our page. Okay, it's going to page 1. So what we'll do is to go in for ellipse shape, and then let's press Ctrl plus to zoom in. Okay, and then we are going to pick our ellipse shape. All right, Ctrl plus again so that we'll see whatever that we are going to do. And then we draw our ellipse. Okay, very small. Make sure that it has color white, and let's align it. Ctrl A to align it. All right, then what you are going to do is just scroll up, and then let's copy this. Control J to copy. All right, we are bringing it down here. Very good. Then let's change it to 1. So this is going to be your page number 1. All right, so you can see that it is not showing because they all have the same color. So let me come here and change the color to blue. Very beautiful. So if it is not showing, then it probably means that my one is under the ellipse. So you can see that it is under the ellipse in the layer side. That is why it is not showing. So just come to the layer side, click, hold, and then drag it up. You see the line on top here, then you release it. So you can see that it has shown here. So let's change the size to 14. Very good. And then let's position it here. Very beautiful. Then let's bring my let's bring it here. Control O. Then I have something like this. So what is next is for us to type the profile of Dr. Olumide Oladapo Emmanuel. Okay, but because this is just for class sake, I am not going to do that. So if you are designing for maybe for your school or for your church, maybe they are doing a program that you are a designer, so they want you to, or you are designing for a company, maybe a company needs a brochure and you are designing for them. Okay, so you type the profile, you type everything in Word. So you copy it and then come and paste. Now before you come and paste, Photoshop 2021 gives you this access that you can just, before you just click like this, all right, just like this, and start typing it like this. It is not advisable. So what I will advise you to do is that you delete it and then click on this part, hold there. Okay, just click on it and hold, don't leave it, hold it, and then draw up to the size that you think you want. Okay, so if let's say I want to type in between this space, so let me change the font size to regular. Okay, and then the font to regular, and then the size, let me pick something like 12. Okay, or 12 is too big, so let's pick 10. All right, good. So I'm going to get something like this. So if you could have typed, you're going to see everything. So I'm going to change the color to black. All right, good. So I'm going to have something like this. Okay, now if you want to edit, you just go ahead and edit it, and you can press Ctrl A and then come to the paragraph on your character side. Come to paragraph here. So the paragraph here gives you the access that whether you want to align it, the text like this, meaning you want everything to be like this, or you want it to be at the center like what I see, if you want it to be at the right, if you want everything to be straight up like this. Now if you want it to be like this, then it means that your texts are many, but because mine is not many, I'm going to pick this particular alignment. All right, so when I'm okay with it, I go ahead and click the check button here, and then because I'm not going to type more, I'm going to copy everything. I'm going to copy it, Ctrl J to copy. All right, just to show that I have done this, Ctrl J. All right, so in case mistakenly my hand has pressed Ctrl K. Okay, so if you are doing that and you press on Ctrl K and you see this, please go ahead and cancel it. All right, so let's go ahead, Ctrl K, Ctrl J. So when you are done and you want to align everything, make sure that you press on Ctrl, you select everything, then you align it at the center here. Everything is aligned. So let's imagine this is the profile of Dr. Oladapo. Okay, Oladapo. So when you are done, let's save it. Control alternate and then S together. Control alternate and S, and then let's select it to JPEG. Let's save it to desktop, and then let's name this one. Okay, let's name it as 1, being the first page. Okay, good. and then make sure that the quality is also 12. You know how to save it already. So we are done with the first one. Then the second one is going to be, let's change the picture, just delete, and then let's bring in the picture. All right, which is going to be this wonderful man. All right, very beautiful. Let's allow it, because my data is on. I've opened Photoshop, I've opened Filmora at the same time. That's why it's the machine is quite slow. All right, so this is going to be for Master Kobina Obin Darko. Okay, Master Kobina Obin Darko. This is going to be his profile. All right, good. So let's go to Photoshop. Let's go to Photoshop. Still it is loading. All right, let's relax. So at times you have to relax for Photoshop. All right, you don't need to stress Photoshop. Allow it, because it's a software. All right, so you have to allow it to. So let's resize it, bring it here, double click, and then you create a clipping mask. Very beautiful. Then you position it like this, and then we are going to change the name to master what? Let me check the name. Master Kobina Obin Darko. So the Master Kobina Obin. So I can even add the Obin Darko to the surname. Okay, so I can even Obin Darko, so something like this, which is beautiful. All right, so let's align it to the master. Okay, and then position everything at the center. Okay, and this is going to be page 2. You can just, all right, so let's edit the number and pick 2. Very beautiful. Okay, and then you can position both. Let's position everything here. Good, something like this. I think this is perfect. Then you can go ahead and save it. Control Alternate S, Control Alternate and S. We are going to save it to desktop. We're going to name this one 2. Okay, then the last one, which is going to be Master George Nana Ampon. Okay, so we're going to change the picture. All right, and we're going to pick this wonderful man. All right, bring it on Photoshop, and then resize it. Okay, double click it, come to your layer side, right click, and create a clipping mask. So we're going to get something like this. All right, then you can just write the name Master George Nana Ampon. Okay, so something like this. And what I did that, because this is the host, I just copied this and then host. Okay, change the color. Don't worry, come to the change the color to white, and then we're going to change the font. Don't forget that the font that we picked was this particular font, which is also among, so check the font very well. Okay, Postecra. Okay, so let's increase the size to let's say 60, which is quite okay. All right, so just as this one, you see how it is. Okay, so we're going to write the host there. Okay, so let's leave it like this, and then let's change the number, which is the size. Let's Control plus, and then we are going to change the size to going to change the size to 3. Okay, and then Control Alternate and then S. then this is going to be our third page. Okay, make sure that you select JPEG. This is going to be our third page. Make sure that the destination is desktop. Okay, so when we are done, I want us to select whatever that we are done. So what you do is that just click on this empty space here, the empty space, the white space or the dark space. Just click there, drag and select everything that you have done. So you could see from the layer side that I've selected everything excluding the background, okay, the image. Then let's add the fill color. Control G to group everything on the layer side, and then let's name it as profile. Okay, profile. Okay, so now when I click this, I don't have anything here. All right, so what I will do next is to go and bring in the images that we saved. You get it? So let's bring it into Photoshop like this, and it's covered. So let's, yes. So what we are going to do is that just click on close the document over here. It says that save changes to Adobe Photoshop document, place your artwork. Yes, you go ahead and click OK. You get it? So it is going to appear over here for us. Then let's go ahead and change the middle one to the same work because we've saved it. So just drag it on Photoshop, double click to accept, and then you close the document, which is going to appear over here. The last one, double click it, go to Photoshop, you drag it on, yes, then you're going to close it, the same process, and then everything is beautiful arranged in the mockup for you. You get it? So if you send this to your clients, it's or to the person that you are designing the brochure for, I mean, it tells the person that this is how the brochure is going to be in the real world. You get it? So when you are done, you can even go ahead and change the color of the background, the BJ here. You can just go ahead and then change the color. If you think you don't like any of the colors, you can just go ahead and then change the color. So when you are done, you save it. So let's go to the second or the first mockup, this one, the open one. So just open it, the open, just go to the left. All right, let's open it. We are not going to do anything, just come and place your work. The first one, let's place it here. Okay, and you have to enlarge it, make sure that it fills the entire document or the entire space. You go ahead and then save your work, and it's going to appear in your mockup for you. Very neat. So you see it here, it has also shown here for you. All right, so it's left with the right one. What we'll do is that this is the right one, double click on the thumbnail here. This is going to open. We're going to apply the second one. This one particularly has only 2 pages. Okay, so yes, the same thing, close it up, and it's going to show up for you. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So you see, it's very nice and attractive. So when you send this to your client, I mean, it boosts the client morale that, oh wow, so this is how the brochure is going to be in the real world. So please, when you are done, try to save your work in JPEG, okay, or come to this side. All right, and then come to Control, Alternate, and S. You just have to press Alternate, Control, and then S, and you are going to save your work. Okay, you're going to save your work. So save it, make sure that your name is there, okay, so that I will know that the work is coming from you. And when you are done, send it to me on WhatsApp for review. I mean, the next assignment in Photoshop class, what we are going to do is that we are going to learn on how to design a website banner. Okay, so check that one too out. On this note, let me see you in the next assignment. Bye.